Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Zeph, and in April of 2020, when I started this YouTube channel almost 2 years ago, I found a free design software on Google and just threw something together so I can have a logo and a banner for my channel. And it's been like that ever since. And I want to change that. So in this video, I'm going to be making a brand new logo for my channel, and I'm going to bring you guys along on the process that I take in making this, which I learned when I took a graphic design class in high school. Shout out to Mr. Davis. And yeah, so let's get started. So to start off, we're going to be using this little sketchbook, and this is actually the same sketchbook that I used in that graphic design class that I used earlier. So it has all my what are these called, brainstorming web thingies, I don't know, and it's got like sketches for all the projects that we did, and I even did have some Zeph Arts logo ideas. I'm going to be using some of those too, but I'm going to start fresh and make a new web thingy. So yeah. So this is what I have to start with. The things I put are simplicity. I don't want it to be too complicated. Icon, something that is easily recognizable, something that someone could look at and immediately know it's me, it's Zeph Arts. I put versatile, meaning I can change the logo for it to be any color, and I can easily put it on a lot of different things like t-shirts, other merch, just anything. And then watermark kind of goes with versatile. I could just use it as a watermark as well. So the next step after this is looking for inspiration, getting ideas from other designs that I like. So we're gonna do that on my laptop. So before we get started on looking for inspiration, I'm on a website called Padlet, and what Padlet is basically somewhere where you can create like mood boards or idea boards, and this is just where I'll be putting all the logos and icons that I find that I'll be using as inspiration. So I'm just going to create a Padlet real quick before we get into looking for ideas. So I created my Padlet and I added the brainstorming web, and I'll also be adding the sketches that I do later. So now that I have that, I can go into Google Images and start looking for inspiration. So that's what I'm doing now. So I found 10 logos that I want my logo to possibly look like, and I put them all in my Padlet so it's easier to refer back to them. Now the next step is move on to sketching. So I'm gonna go back to the journal and sketch some logo ideas. So we're back to the sketchbook, and I have my laptop right in front of me with all the icons so I can refer to them while I'm coming up with ideas. And I'm gonna try to make around 9 sketches. So yeah, let's get to it. So here I got my 9 ideas, And the next step in the process is to pick a couple of them and then make like larger, more detailed sketches, I guess. And so I asked a few people for their opinions and which one was their favorite. And most people said the first two, which was surprising because usually the first idea isn't the best idea, but I guess in this case most people like the first two ideas. So that's the two ideas I'm gonna do for the next sketches. So unfortunately, I forgot to hit record, but I have two sketches now, the bigger, more refined sketches. I did change some things on this one, like I don't have the A colored in, and the Z goes under the A here instead of just over all the way through. And then I didn't change much on this one. There wasn't much to change, I don't think. But the next step would be to hop into Illustrator and start designing this in that software. And usually you just pick one of your two sketches, but I kind of want to do both of them and see how both of them looked when they're both designed and created in Illustrator. So that's what I'm gonna do. So let's hop in Illustrator now. So now I'm back on my MacBook, and as you can see, I added all my sketches onto the Padlet. So now it's easier for me when I want to look back on everything that I've done. I have it all in one place. So now that I have that done, I can move on to Illustrator and start designing the logos. So I'm starting with the logo that has the letters intertwined, and I'm going to make two versions, one with a serif font and one with a sans serif font. If you don't know what serif is, it's just the little things that stick out at the end of the letters. So yeah, started with that, and I didn't like how it looked with just the letters, so I added some black circles around it and an outer white circle, then added Zeph Arts, and I think that looked a lot better. So yeah, that's the first logo. Here I didn't know how to make the letters intertwine, so I spent quite a bit of time just playing around trying to figure out what each tool does, and eventually I did figure it out. So yeah, always learning new things. So I finally get the letters intertwined, and then I just make a little change. I make the letters a little thinner, and I move on to the next one. I had no idea how to go about doing this, so you'll see that I try a few different things and I mess up quite a bit and I start over. But you know, eventually it turns out good, so yeah. So I finally ended up figuring out the letters, and now the next thing I need to do is cut off a small portion of the circle so it looks like my sketch. So here I'm just trying to figure that out. I do look at some YouTube videos and I do figure it out, and now I'm just doing all the details, rounding out all the corners. So I finished the logo and I just decided to add some color to it. I decided to add purple because that's my favorite color, and I also go back in with the other logo and add color to that one, and there you go. Those are the two finished logos. So I finished designing the two logos. You guys just saw them, and now I gotta pick one. And I'm leaning a little bit towards this logo. So what I did was I went on Snapchat, I posted both logos on my Snapchat story to get other people's opinions, and a large majority said they liked this one better. So this is my new logo, and I'm very excited, and I think it looks really good, so I'm happy. And yeah, if you enjoyed the video, please like the video and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.